Hello, my name is Aviva, and today I have some 5-star predictions to share with you. So if you keep up with my channel, then you might know that I recently did the biggest book haul I've done this year. I recently got 44 books and I'm so excited to read literally all of them. I've been having a hard time choosing what book to read next, and because I have so many good new books in my library, I decided to do a 5-star prediction video. So in this video, I'm going to be predicting 5 of the books that I got, and I'm going to tell you what they're about and why I think they're going to get 5 stars for me. So if you're not familiar with how I rate my books, I literally go off of feelings. There's no oh my god, it only gets 5 stars if it hit this, and this. No, if I'm intrigued the whole time, if I don't want to put the book down, if I see myself not picking up my phone, literally not paying attention to what's around me, and also at the same time, I'm super enjoying the book, and at the end of it, I'm oh my god, that was a great book, it ends up getting 5 stars. I give out 5 stars really easily. It really just depends on how I feel when I'm reading the book mostly. So, it's kind of a very personal thing to me how I rate my books, but at the same time, I end up giving really good books 5 stars. So, it's a win-win for everybody. If I very much enjoyed the book, it gets a 5 stars, and then you hear about it, and then hopefully you'll read it, and then, hopefully you'll enjoy it as much as I did. So whatever, let me just share with you the books that I think are going to end up getting 5 stars for me. So first up, I have Culty by Mariana Zapata. So I have read 2 other books by Mariana Zapata before, and both of them got 5 stars. So that is one of the main reasons why I do think that Culty is going to end up getting 5 stars too, only because I have a feeling that all of the books that specifically intrigue me by Mariana Zapata will end up getting 5 stars, because the way that she writes and the way that her stories play out is just, it pulls you in so well that is exactly what I'm looking for from a 5-star read. I want to be pulled in. I want to not want to put the book down, and Mariana Zapata just knows how to do that. So I have a feeling this one will get 5 stars. And if you're not familiar with what it's about, it's, to my knowledge, because I haven't read it yet, so this is all I know just from other people talking about it, but it's about this girl who is a soccer player, and her whole life she's been looking up to this really famous soccer player, and then she's now an adult and she's a professional soccer player, and the guy that she always looked up to ends up becoming her coach. And once they meet, she realizes that she actually absolutely hates him in person. He's really not a nice guy. I think he's a grump. I'm almost positive it's a grumpy sunshine sort of trope in this book, but I'm not positive. But either way, for some reason, she really doesn't like him. They don't get along, and it's basically going to be a slow burn romance between the two of them. So Mariana Zapata, very well known for her slow burn. She literally is going to keep you aching the whole time. Oh my god, just get there already. One of the books I read by her, they literally didn't kiss until the last 100 pages, and somehow I wasn't complaining. I'm just oh my god, let's keep going. This is so freaking good. So I'm hoping that this one will be 5 stars. I'm really crossing my fingers on it, but I have a really big feeling that this one's not going to let me down. Next up, I have Enemies by Tijan. So if you saw my book haul, then you know that I literally don't know anything about this book. I saw someone do a sports romance book stack on Instagram, and I looked up all of the books, and this one was very highly rated on GOODREADS. So I literally added it to my cart. I didn't even look up the synopsis, and I bought it. Literally, this book has I'm pretty sure an over 4.1 star review on GOODREADS, and it has a lot of reviews, which means that this book is supposedly absolutely amazing. So I really don't need to know much more than that, especially because it's called Enemies and there's a football player on the cover, which means it's a football player enemies to lovers book. So literally, what more can I ask for? So this is very much going on not a lot of information of if this book is going to be 5 stars. Not for all I know, I'm going to absolutely hate this author's writing style, and this book is totally going to suck, but for some odd reason, I'm having a really good feeling about this book. Next up, I have Archer's Voice by Mia Sheraton. So this book, I've seen a lot of places. Instagram loves it, booktube loves it, TikTok loves it. Literally, it's all over the place. So I'm not really feeding into the hype, being oh my god, I see it everywhere, so I think it's going to be a 5-star read. I'm mostly thinking it's going to be a 5-star read based on the actual synopsis. It actually sounds like a really good book. It's kind of, I don't even have the synopsis fully, but when I hear people talk about it, it sounds really good the way that they explain it, especially because they read it so they could explain it better. But based off the back of the book, it's kind of like this girl is going to move to this small town, and she's going to end up, I think, being neighbors with this guy that the whole town is like, stay away from. He's bad news. Like, don't get involved with him. And I guess she's going to end up bumping into him, and they're going to form some sort of friendship. And I'm not sure if he is a mute or not, but from the back of the book, it seems like he doesn't really talk. And just that alone seems like it's going to be a very interesting read. I don't know if this is like a hard-hitting book or anything, but it sounds a little bit more on like the emotional level high than like, you know, a funny, jokey book low sort of thing. So I don't know, for some reason, this book is just like throwing off 5-star vibes. And a lot of people have given this book 5 stars. Like, I know a lot of booktubers who have read this and was like, this is like some of my favorite books of all time, like Archer's Voice, top-notch book. So for all the reasons above, I have a good feeling about this one too. Next up, I have Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. So Colleen Hoover, very famous. She has been trending for a while, and ever since she's been on like the uptrend, I've been trying to slowly read her books. So I've already read Maybe Someday and November 9, and I do own Remember You, but I haven't read that one yet. But I basically decided that I wanted to read Ugly Love first because the synopsis really intrigued me. It's kind of like a these two people, they're going to be really attracted to each other, but they don't want like a relationship for whatever reason. So they're going to end up doing like a friends with benefits thing. And obviously like someone's going to catch feelings because that never works out. And the thing is I know Colleen Hoover like gives you a synopsis and then totally like throws it out the window, and the book is totally going to be like so much different than you expected it to be. So I'm going into this book knowing that it's going to hopefully like blow my mind, because the other 2 books that I read by Colleen Hoover ended up being like way different and also way better than I expected them to be. So for those reasons, I have a feeling that this book is going to get 5 stars. If not, it's going to come probably into like the 4-star range, but we'll see how this one goes. Basically, I have a good feeling about it, and also Colleen Hoover has not disappointed me yet. So that's a really good sign. And the last one I'm going to talk about is Not Pretending Anymore by V. Keeland and Penelope Ward. So this is actually going to be the first book that I've read by both of these authors, but I have heard really good things about both of them. Like, I know that they write a lot of romances, and I'm very intrigued by them, like as authors in general. And I very much want to read this book so that I know if I'm going to end up like, you know, meshing well with their writing style, so that I end up being able to like backlog all their work sort of thing. I always like finding new authors, especially in the romance department, because if you find someone you like, most probably you're gonna like a lot more of their books. So basically, this book is a fake dating thing. It's these 2 people end up becoming roommates. One's a guy, one's a girl, and they decide that they're gonna be roommates because they don't have to worry about falling for each other, because they both happen to have like massive crushes on other people. So once they become friends and start rooming with each other, I think they're gonna end up fake dating to try and get the people they have crushes on like jealous. And obviously once they start fake dating, they're gonna fall for each other. So I happen to be a huge fan of fake dating, and also I've heard good things about this author, and also I've seen people review this book and they've said really good things about it. So for all of those reasons combined, I have a feeling this one is going to end up getting 5 stars for me. So that is all of the books that I wanted to predict for this video. Happens to be I actually had a lot of books to choose from that I have a feeling are going to get 5 stars for me, but I didn't want to put too many books in this video because I'm actually planning on vlogging myself read all of these books, and then we're going to see together if they ended up getting 5 stars or not. So I plan to read all of these books over the next week or 2 or whatever, and then once I finish all of them, I'm going to put the vlog out. And the reason I'm telling you is because the last time I posted a vlog, a couple of you guys asked for me to give you guys a heads up on what books I plan to vlog and like, you know, bring you along for the ride with me, because you wanted to read them also so that you guys could like kind of know what I'm talking about as, you know, you're watching the vlog sort of thing. So here is your heads up on the books that I plan to vlog next. I don't know when the video is actually going to come out, but hopefully within the next week or so, so you guys have a little bit of a heads up on, you know, the books that I'm going to be reading over the next week, but also for the next vlog that's going to be coming out. So if you were interested in any of the books that I talked about in this video, I'm going to make sure that they're all affiliate linked in the description below in case you wanted to, you know, get them for yourself or check them out further or anything like that. So make sure to check the description, but also you should follow me on Instagram because I always post more up-to-date like thoughts and comments on the book that I'm currently reading and like all that sort of stuff in my stories. So I have the link to my Instagram in the description also, so you should make sure you're following me there if you're not already. But anyway, I am curious to know if you've read any of these books. What did you think about them? Did you end up giving them 5 stars or not? Or are you going to plan to follow along with me on this reading vlog and you're gonna maybe read some of the books that I mentioned in this video. Let me know down below, but either way, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not currently subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button because, why not? Also, you'll get notified when the vlog comes out. But anyway, thank you for watching, and until next time, enjoy reading.